So today I'm going to be showing you how I do my gel nails. So first of all, I use the Sensationale UV lamp, and I got the kit for Christmas and it comes with the Sensationale polishes. I'm not going to be using these today. I found a cheaper alternative on eBay. They're just sort of, generic brands. And yeah, so first of all you need to start off by just buffing your nails with nothing on. This is what I do. I buff my nails to make sure there's no bits, like rough bits, keep them all smooth, and just to remove any excess dirt. I then, and this is optional, I use a hand sanitizer just to wipe over my nails to make sure there's no grease, because you don't want the polish, being on a grease base. So do that and it just dries really quickly. Then with a gel nail kit you always get a primer, so I'm using the primer. I'm just going to show you on one nail just for quickness, and then I'll come back once I've done them all. So use this nail because it's nice and long. So basically what you do is you take the primer and just dab it onto the nail, and I think that removes any excess like oil again, but I use the sanitizer as well just to make sure. Then you want to take a clear base coat. I use this one, CCO. I think it was about £3 off eBay. The reason I use a cheaper one is because I change my nails all the time. So what you want to do is just get a thin coat and paint onto your nail a very thin, even coat, and then cut the nail at the top by just wiping over it. Then what you want to do is put that under the UV lamp for 30 seconds. My lamp will bleep after 30 seconds to tell me that, it's been 30 seconds. The nails I'm going to do today, I'm going to do them white with some glitter on, just because my nails aren't too long and I'd like to go for a more subtle colour whilst I'm growing my nails. So we'll just wait for that lamp to bleep, and that will mean that it's been 30 seconds. When applying my glitter, I just use a little makeup brush. There we go, that's 30 seconds. So what I'll do is I'll turn it off, and there we have it. So next I'll start applying my colour, and I'm using this Sally Hansen gel polish, and it's just in white. What's it called? White Away it's called. And so basically what I want to do is again a very thin coat. The trick with gel is you need to build it up gradually rather than, you don't want to put it on too thick, otherwise it tends to peel. And then don't forget to cap the nail at the top to stop it chipping. So that's what it looks like. Make sure you don't get it on the sides, because otherwise it'll go onto your skin and you don't want that. So again, under the lamp, and this time it's under the lamp for 1 minute. I think that's because the colour is a lot thicker and it's got a lot more elements to it than the clear gel, so it takes longer to cure. So just wait for that for a minute. It takes a long time when you're waiting for it. Also, what I use is I buy a lot of fine glitters. I mean, these ones aren't so fine, but little glitters in pots, and you can use these. Oh, that one's loose. The only thing is, it's not going to be perfectly smooth on top when you use these, unless you use quite a thick top coat. But then, after a couple of days, you can't even feel the glitter anymore. And I bought these stars. We're going to be using these stars today as well. Like I said, this one I think was about £14 from Asda, but then you can get ones from eBay. They're a smaller size, but they do the same job. There we go, the lamp is finished. So now what I'm going to do is just make sure there's no lumps or bumps, so that looks quite smooth. So I'm going to start applying my glitter. I'm going to do the stars first because you want them to be sort of like you want to be able to see them, you don't want them under the glitter. So if you do them first, you can work the glitter around it. So just take a little cocktail stick, wet the end with your tongue, and then just apply them wherever you want them. And the gel will still be slightly sticky, so that's why I put them on now. So we'll have a few stars on there like that. And then for the glitter, I want to use lilac glitter and pink glitter. So just take the lid off. And I just use the same cotton pad that I used for the, the hand sanitizer before, just because it's damp. And you just get a little bit of glitter onto your brush and just dab that around the stars. And it makes a nice little pattern. Try to be careful not to get it onto your skin, otherwise, it's not gonna do anything for your nails. So you just pat that on quite gently. You don't want to disturb the gel. Though you don't want to build it up too much, because if it's too thick, you're going to be able to feel it. Now I just use the edge of the cocktail stick just to make sure it's not on my skin. Because when you put that top coat on, you don't want to seal it onto your skin. So that's all off from around the edge. Just a little bit more on the top. If you cure it and then you realise you want some more on, you can just build it up again. So that's what it looks like. Now we put it under the lamp. Again, now this gel has already been cured once, but I just put it on because I think, it'll definitely make it stay longer if you cure it again. Because any excess gel that's not been cured properly will then soak up the glitter and cure it again. Now for my top coat, I use this one again. I use the cheaper one. You want to use one that you're going to use every time you use glitter, because little bits of glitter will get inside onto the brush, and you don't want to be doing a nice white manicure or a French manicure and then having bits of glitter in it when you use the top coat. So I use my expensive top coat, which is the Sensational one, for when I do plain colours on my nails, and I use the cheaper version for when I use glitters, because there's going to be little bits of glitter stuck inside that obviously you can't get out. So we'll just wait for the lamp. It always seems to take longer. But yeah, it shouldn't be too long now. There we go. So that's what it looks like once it's cured. And now it's time for the top coat. You want to apply the top coat gently because you don't want to push off all the glitter. But you want to do it quite thin, just so that it doesn't build up too thick and end up peeling. So see, you can just see little bits of glitter. I mean, you can wipe it every time, but if you pay £3 for a little one, you're not too fussed. So I just gently push it onto my nail, tapping it at the end. Make sure that glitter is all covered. There we go, that should be fine. So this is what it looks like, and now we're going to cure it under that lamp like that. Sometimes with the gel polishes you feel a warm sensation on your nails. That's perfectly fine. It just means that it's the gel curing, and obviously it heats up under the UV light. I think it's not going to damage your nails as much as keep putting nail varnish on and stuff. I think my nails have gone a lot stronger and a lot healthier. I mean, ignore that one there because I broke that right down at the bottom, but these two are a lot stronger and a lot healthier than they normally are. Now with the last curing session under the lamp, I always leave it for a minute. It does say 30 seconds, but I leave it for a minute just to make sure everything is done, and you don't want it being too sticky afterwards. A lot of the time with the gel sets, it comes with something called a gel cleanser. Now this is basically 99% alcohol to remove any of the excess stickiness. Now I figured out that hand sanitizer works exactly the same way, and it saves yourself a good £10 when you're doing your nails. So basically now what I do is all that gel should be cured. I use the hand sanitizer on a cotton wool pad, to get rid of it. But what I do is I pour it onto the nail, tiny little bit, and I rub it in just to make sure it's removing all the moisture before I put the cotton wool on it, because obviously you don't want the cotton wool sticking to it. So rub it in. That feels perfect. Just a little bit more, I just rub it in just to remove all the excess stickiness and moisture. And yeah, so once you're happy with, you know, how smooth it is, I just absorb it with the cotton wool, push it down and wipe. And there you have gel nail covered in glitter. Now, gel nails last about 2 weeks depending on, you know, how gentle you are and what chemicals you put your hands in. But that is how I do it. Thank you very much for watching. I shall insert some pictures at the end, and if you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. Feel free to request any more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. See you later.